So traders, focusing on silver and gold in this video today for you. And also we're looking at the mining sector as well too. That's what I'm mainly focusing on right now when it comes to what I'm seeing right now in these markets. So let's have a look at this here. So I truly believe, guys, that gold could be on the precipice. Is that the right word? The precipice of having a really, really big move soon. And let me share something with you, okay? So when it comes down to markets sometimes give us a bit of a leadway, right? A bit of a warning signal about what could be coming up soon, right? What could be coming soon, or what could be happening. And it's just up to us, right? It's just up to us to see what's going on and what's happening in the markets. And it's up to us, right, to then make sure that we're making really good decisions within that. So one thing I'm looking for right now is one thing I really want to share with you is let me share this with you here, okay? I'm trying to think about the best way to actually put this here. So let me actually bring up the weekly chart here, and let me go back in time. I want to share something with you here, okay? So look at this here. So what ended up happening here on the Dow Jones, okay? So man, I can't get my words out today. So what we can see here, what happens, there's different patterns in the markets, okay? So man, my words are getting really tangled today. What we can see a lot of the times when the market goes sideways through here like this, right? We see this pattern where the market goes sideways for a while, and then we start to break out. Or possibly starting a new trend. And so remember, the market is always giving us a bit of a leadway, a bit of a warning about that, right? So about maybe potentially a big move coming. So look at this here. So we break out, we make a what? We make a higher high. We come back down to this low through here. We make a higher low. And then we know what ended up happening. Right? This is the Dow Jones. So that's the pattern that I'm looking at through there. Remember, this is all about just really listening and understanding what's going on with these markets across here. And as we do know, what ended up happening with on the Dow Jones? The Dow Jones ended up going through an incredible, what was that? Around about a 40% move to the upside. So obviously we're not focusing on the Dow Jones today, but we are focusing on different patterns, right? And by the way, if we have a look at that, notice how this thing here, sideways breakout moving average, look at this here. What's happening right now? Pretty much the same thing, right? See how it's the exact same thing where we're breaking out of this pattern here? I wonder if we come down, make a higher low, and then break up. I wonder what that's going to look like, what that's going to mean, right? It's pretty much the exact same pattern. Anyway, this is actually not focused on the stock market. This is focusing on gold and silver. So, or should I say just mainly focus on gold here. But look at this here. So we have a bit of a Chanel going on through here, and you can see that we're at this sort of high point. But look at this here. Notice how these points all through there, right? These points, especially this whole level all through here. As you can see, look what happened. If I'm trying to identify it, yeah, we did have these little resistance point here and a little resistance point there, right? But we can see this whole. That was that whole area around that point through there, around the 2000. And then we have all this point through here. See that through there. So what's happening right now is, look at this here. Notice how we actually had a break up. Remember I said before about the Dow Jones? Sometimes we go through a sideways period, not really much going on. And then we have a big breakup, right? Now this is where it gets really cool. Check this out. We had a break up, and now we're having like a bit of a short-term pullback. Remember the Dow Jones remember the Dow Jones? We have a breakout. Then we get a bit of a pullback. Now this is a weekly chart, and the moving average is starting to pick up through here. I wonder what happens. I wonder what happens if indeed we do something like this through here. What does that mean in the market? That means what? We are now developing these lows, higher lows, higher lows. We are probably on the cusp of having a really, really, really big move in gold. So gold could be getting ready to take off. Maybe I should title that video here, right? Don't miss out. For sale today. Nah, screw the for sale. And then it's at 3,000, right? So I actually do have a 3,000 target gold for me. So this is the main pattern I'm watching for. This whole resistance is now becoming support. Major resistance becomes support. Gold could be ready. Gold could be getting ready to have a really big move to the upside, right? Really big move to the upside. So that's what I'm seeing through there when it comes to the gold market, guys. And once again, I do see possibly my short-term target anyway is 2,500, right? 2,500. But I also do see after gold really, look at that through there, guys. Oh, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Gold, 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 guys. Anyway, so I get excited, don't I? So, and looking at this now, silver, right? The silver market, my goodness, guys, my goodness. It's just really squeezing up through here. And it's one of those things, right? It's like the patience, right? Especially in the metals. But look at this here. If we start to do something like this, guys, it's going to break out. Oh my goodness. Do you know what's probably going to come? Right? Because the way that I see these markets, the markets go through different phases, right? When the market's moving, we're using a lot of energy. When the market's doing nothing, when this is happening, this to me is like just market just doing nothing. What does that mean? It's refueling, building a lot of energy, building. What happens? What happens if you've built so much energy and it's getting released? That's right. It's called what? A firework or fireworks. That's where like gold, you see gold, right? Gold, right? Gold, we really need to watch that. And silver, right? Look what's happening with silver here. So silver could also be getting ready for a nice breakout to the upside as well too. So if we start to get something like that, especially breaking above the $26 level, guys, on this weekly chart, oh my goodness, we could be getting ready for a really big move to come. Now, let me share with you with the mining sector itself. Now, the mining sector itself on a short-term level basis, guys, is actually looking quite weak, right? We're actually in a bit of a downward trend here, right? Lower low, lower high. We've got a strong moving average coming down. So we could be getting ready for the mining sector on a short-term level is getting looks really weak here. Same for, again, look at this here. Down, slow across, look at the strong moving average, and now we're starting to slowly break down. So we're getting we're possibly getting ready for another leg down. Another leg down on the GDXJ as well too. So the mining sector, guys, and this is where see this here. Look at this here. This is where we cannot say, oh, gold do this, mining stock do this. No, right? Gold potentially break out, big move up. Mining stock very weak, right? So let's go look at the SIL from here as well too. Same situation, right? Look at this here. Look at the moving average. Moving average is what? Strong on the downside, and now we're getting a pullback through here. So we could be getting ready for another drop here, looking at that point through there. And also the SILJ as well too, right? So we're seeing this overall pattern here. So just remember, traders, right? What I'm talking about here and what I'm talking about in all these different phases through here, it's just pattern recognition. Right, pattern recognition, and we can see that this gold has clearly broken up, and now we're getting a pullback. We could be getting ready for a bit of a firework pattern, right? Because it's been what? This is a weekly chart, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is about 8. This is about 8. About 8 weeks, right? So 2 months. 2 months of doing nothing after breaking out. Once again, traders, let's actually go to the Dow Jones. I want to show you the Dow Jones. Look at this here. If we get something like this, see this big up candle? What does that mean? Oh, we what does that mean? That big up candle says we go for a big move. Well, here we go, right? Because the market's talking to us. So one thing that you may have a problem with right now is you're going to say, John, what is the fundamental reason why that's going to happen? No one knows, right? I've been trading the markets for 20 years, okay, traders? And that first thing in the description, you can get access to my trading course. The first phase is about the biggest mistakes you're making right now, the 13 biggest mistakes you're making right now. Phase number 2 and 3 is all about the chart reading and advanced chart reading techniques. And then phase number 4 is about my trading system. I give that to you all for free, that first thing in the description. And so you can go learn what I actually know. I teach you for free, right? Just go get it for free. You're like, John, what's the catch? There's no catch, right? You go join you go do that, and then when and if I do open up my coaching program again, you may be a good fit for my coaching program. But for now, guys, I have nothing for sale here right now. Just There's literally nothing to buy from me right now, right? You cannot buy anything from me right now. So there's nothing for sale here. My coaching program's closed, right? So there is no catch. I'm just here trying to help you out, guys, okay? And the trading course is for free. And no, there is no something to buy and some stuff. There is nothing to buy from me right now. Everything's closed, right? My coaching program's closed. Everything's closed right now, okay? So there's nothing for sale. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm trying to share with you, listen, that trading course I'm giving away for free, I'm trying to help you here. So we can see, look at this here. Big up candle. If we get something like that on, now let's actually go look at the what? See this here? What happens if we get something like this? What happens if we get something like that? Now let's go fill in green. Thickness, green. What happens if we get something like that? What does that mean? See how it looks really, really similar. If we get something like that, traders, the market's talking to us. All right. So try not to focus on what's the fundamental reason. Just focus on the market. Remember, the market is collected. The market is the collective wisdom and what the big boys are thinking and feeling right now. And the big boys are thinking, the big boys right now are talking to us. And if we're alert, if we're ready for it, this is where we can start to see really, really, really big moves. Remember I said before on yesterday's update, if you watched it, I'm all about just looking for these opportunities to see here right now. There's opportunities in the stock market right now, in individual stocks when it comes to trading. We've got things like the Russell, right? We've got things like gold. There's a lot of opportunities out there right now. So anyway, traders, that is it for me today. Hope this really helps you out. Get ready, traders,